Steph.
No. Steph did not lead his team to the conference finals in year 3, and Steph did not lead the league in scoring and assists in year 4.
No, that's true. That's true.
Trae is on the right track. We have a superstar. Now you got to build around him. You got to put the pieces around him, because you see right now from this year's told you.
So let's touch on the KD and Kyrie. They got Batman and Batman.
They got Batman and Batman. and guess where that got them at? Swept
to the Batcave.
Hey, welcome to the show. I'm a South Beach with the blow. Got the top back round real low, with nowhere to go. Living life fast, never slow. Spend a hella cash at the store. Got a bag full of dro. And you know I keep it bad, ho. Fine like Art Van Gogh. Stacking up dough. Remember when I used to be po? And now a nigga living like a pro. Nigga, let's go. About to smoke a pound with the bro. Listen to the sound of the flow. I'm around like a O. Still got time, I'ma grow. And I'ma still shine like a glow. Hold up, whoa. Damn, it's 4:15. So lit that I ain't even know. She hit for show. And I'ma go get some more. And then I'ma hit the yo. Hey, welcome to the show.
Hola, mis amigos. ¿Cómo está? How are you today? I don't know, man. I've been picking up and reading a little bit more Spanish, man. What's going on, people? What's up with y'all?
What you read Spanish for?
I don't know, man. I'll just, it's just Cinco De Mayo is coming up and feeling like a margarita. A quesadilla, something, I don't know, just...
Tacos, too.
Taco Tuesday, man. But what's going on, people? Welcome back to Light Father, Light Son, the podcast. This is EP Once. If you don't know what Once is, that means 11. You see the significance there. Uno. 1-1. But welcome back, man. We're glad to be back, and it's that time of year again. It is a lot going on in the world of sports, but mainly it's two main things that's going on. For us, it's going to focus on, we'll talk about the NBA playoffs and the NFL offseason. The draft has just came and gone. But before we get started to the NFL, I want to talk something that's more recent, more pushing, that's out there. Let's get on this NBA playoffs, man. And I want to start with none other than
the Hawks.
The Hawks, man. All right, okay, let's get to it, man. But wait, before I get to it, man, I forgot to ask you. How you doing today, man? You all right?
I'm good.
All right, okay, all right. So, let's get right back into it. The Atlanta Hawks, man. What did you see in that series against the Heat?
Dribble.
Man.
Trae.
Must pass the ball. Gallo.
Trae is... like I said earlier this year, he's a part of the problem too. I'm not gonna say, listen.
Okay, go ahead.
Trae is definitely a superstar.
Superstar. I'm glad you said that. Got that.
And he's the face of the franchise and all that.
But
he's got to get better. He's got to help the team out better. He's got to be better.
I'm gonna hear you first.
He's got to be better in big time situations.
He is big.
He did great last year.
Yeah.
Because I think he caught some people by surprise how good he was.
I don't think he caught some people. He did catch people by surprise.
But this year he had a good season. Season was actually better than last season. That's what I was saying. And I'm not. But playoffs, you got to go up a notch. You do. And Miami, they put it on him. Okay. It ain't like he ain't seen what they was trying to do.
But he ain't seen that for 48 minutes.
He was just slow to react.
I don't know. I think it's a little bit...
He can't keep waiting till the play clock get down to 11 and 12 seconds to start the offense.
That's true.
The ball got to move better.
The ball has to move better.
The ball has to move better. That's number one. Number two. The Hawks got a problem. The Hawks' problem is that they don't have a number 2 scorer.
That is what I was going to. You have other scorers. You don't have that second.
You don't have
Robin. You don't have that star.
You don't have
there you go.
You don't have a bat. You can say Trae is Batman.
That's Batman.
He don't have a Robin to his Batman.
Robin right now.
You got to have a consistent number 2 scorer. I'm not sure I'm not sure the Hawks have a consistent number 2 scorer on the roster. I like John Collins.
Yeah.
But I
don't think he's not that. He's not Robin.
He can't.
He might be Nightwing
because
or something.
You know why he can't be Robin?
Because he can't
create by himself.
There we go. Yeah.
And the other guys,
he was playing hurt. So shout out to him. He gutted it out.
The other guys, Bogdanovich and
Kayvon
and Kayvon, they disappointed.
They did.
And you know what disappointed? Probably Kayvon. He was like he wasn't. He didn't look like he wanted to shoot the ball.
I would say he didn't want to shoot the ball. It just
and the pressure.
That pressure.
My goodness,
man.
he was supposed to be. K-Ball was supposed to be like Klay Thompson. He supposed to be Splash Brother too. Not Klay, but Klay light.
What he's supposed to bring? What Klay brings?
But he don't.
You're right. Him and Bogey's supposed to do that.
He didn't. Now, who played good the last 2 or 3 games was DeAndre Hunter.
Yeah, he.
But the problem is that you don't know whether you're gonna get that from him on a consistent basis.
That's true.
He stepped up like he got pissed off toward the end of the series, but still, I mean, that's a problem.
Okay, so now let me give my side. I agree with everything you're saying, but this is what I'll say about what happened to them in that series. First of all, they messed around in the regular season, and they
that part of the problem too.
Seeded. They fell down, and they had to fight to get into the playoffs.
That's true.
So you going up against a Miami Heat team that's been rested and have like a full week to game plan against you. They get to watch your playing game against Charlotte and Cleveland.
Miami pretty much beat you all year long.
They did
3 games to 1.
They did, and
they beat you toward the end of the year when then you might have got past the play-in round.
Again, the consensus is Miami's also the number 1 seed. So if you
Are
put
they
it in
really
perspective,
the best team in the East?
They're probably not the most talented, but they are. They gonna fight.
They earned the right to be the number 1 seed, but they're not the best team in the East. I told you, I think it is Boston number 1. They probably the best team in the East to me.
Right now, Boston is clicking on all cylinders, but we gonna get to Boston. Let me finish my Trae analysis, man, and my Hawks analysis. So you had to fight. Well, you didn't have to fight against Charlotte. You blew them out. You knew that. I knew we were going to blow them out. But you had to fight in Cleveland. So those are 2 extra games, 2 more wear and tear that you haven't on your body or whatnot going into the first round. So now you played a game. When did you play Cleveland? Friday. You played Cleveland on Friday.
So Sunday was a given that you wasn't going to play great.
And I knew that.
I accept that.
I knew that.
But you blew game 2.
You did blow game 2.
You probably should have won game 2. Trae game time. His selection or
he just was off, man. That defense was stifling.
The last 3 minutes of the game, you in the game. You actually lead with about 3 minutes left in the game, and you lost the game because you couldn't close it. That's a problem they've been had all year, closing out games.
They can't close. It's like we can't get the stop exactly when we need it,
and you can't get the basket when you need it.
Because sometimes you do get the stop, and then you go do something not great on offense.
A 3-pointer with unnecessary.
But that was a foul. I know it was 104, 107. That was a foul. He came off the pin down. The guy is up under him. He shot. The only reason he shot the ball is because it was a foul. That was
game basketball. You don't always get those calls.
You don't always get that call.
And he got to do better coming. He got to be better off the ball. He cannot stand still off the ball.
That is what Trae has to work on.
He stands still and watch.
That's it.
He needs to go watch Steph Curry. Because Steph Curry runs somebody ragged trying to keep up with him.
Yep, I agree.
And Trae gonna have to learn how to do that.
Have to learn
but
how to do
I think one of Trae's problems that why he can't do that is because Klay can't.
There's no other person that you really have to worry about.
Trae don't have that quick release. He can't. He not a catcher.
His release is quick.
He's very quick. Catch and shoot. He can do the step back threes and all that quick. Because off the dribble, coming off the pick and catching and shooting is a whole nother art.
It is. But you also, the reason that you like you say, you probably can't do it because the defense is they're going to focus in on Trae because ain't nobody else around there to prove that they are lethal enough.
That's true.
And that's what it is. So Trae, I get it. Because when Trae gets off the ball, he'll go sit in the corner and just wait. And without that person on the other, you're robbing. The defense really has to focus and game plan for. You can't just go sit in the corner. You got to keep moving.
So what options do they have for Robin that you think?
I think you got 3 options. It's 3 ways you can go this offseason. And it has to get addressed this offseason. So, my first option, what I would like to see, Bradley Beal has a player option. He has a player option. If he opts out of his player option, get on the phone, JC, get on the phone. If he opts out of his player option, he could sign with the Hawks.
So who you let go?
I mean, you do have to let some people go.
Bogdanovich and Gallinari.
Nah, I think Bogey stayed. I think you want to keep Bogey. Bogey is like that's a good shooter. I think you would want to keep him. If it, I don't know who you let go. I don't know, but
Kevin for sure.
Maybe Kevin might.
Okay, so
but
Bradley Beal is an option.
Bradley Beal's an option. Another option, which I think is highly unlikely, but he's still an unrestricted free agent, Zach LaVine.
I like that.
I like that.
I like that better than Bradley Beal.
I do too, because he's younger and everything.
And well, he's bigger. He's
bigger.
He's a true two guard.
Yeah, and the defense has to focus on him. But will he leave Chicago?
And he said yesterday he's open. He wants.
Yeah, no. He said
I read
whatever happens, it's a bit. No.
He's gonna do the free agent thing.
Yeah, he's gonna do his due diligence.
So that means that the owner of the Hawks can
I
wrestle him.
He's an unrestricted free agent, so it's fair game. So gotta be able to pay him though.
What's the third option?
The third option, which is it's my third option for a reason, is Donovan Mitchell, because I think he's up out of Utah.
He might be.
I think he's out of Utah.
Can he play the two spot? He's a
ball dominant guard as well. And that's why he's my third option, because it's like Trae, as you see, Trae needs the ball in his hand. But back to the series, it's like when Trae had the ball in his hand, he got 3-4 people around him. What you expect? The man barely scraping 6 feet. And that's another thing. You could compare him to Steph Curry saying he need to move, but Steph is 6'3". He can get people off of him. Steph 6'3" and got a little more than Trae.
So is Nate creative enough, the coach?
I don't know.
Is he part of the problem too?
I'm not going to say Nate's part of the problem, because look at what he's done for us over the past 2 seasons. We've been in the playoffs past 2 seasons. We actually had some an interest from the fans. And because we got Trae Young. And what I will say, I don't think he's part of the problem, but you do have to get more creative in getting your star open. Because that last possession in game what was
so many plays they could have ran better.
The last possession.
I'd rather them throw the ball in the backcourt and let Trae run up and try to take a logo three.
I have a play that they could have ran. All right, so DeLon Wright took the ball out. You inbound it to the corner to Gallo if your option's not there. Gallo, DeLon, hurry up, get back in bound. Give it back to DeLon. Onyeka sets a flare screen right at that elbow area.
That sounds like more than 5 seconds.
Oh man, I'm telling you. I watched that clip over and over. After the flare screen, DeLon shoots at Trae in the corner. At least you get a shot up. For us to not get a shot, your season's on the line and you not get a shot up, that's not creative enough for me.
All right.
That's not creative enough for me. So, I mean, but this is what I will say. It's a learning lesson for Trae, because in the playoffs from here on out,
you gotta get strong.
You gotta get strong, but
get a weight room.
Yeah, but his game not built on all that. It's built on finesse, movement, pick and roll, and handling the ball. But that's how you about to be guarded from now on in the playoffs, Trae. That's why I thought
ain't gonna see a lot more of that in the regular season. There's a couple teams that did that to him this year. Charlotte was good at that, pressing him like that.
Yeah,
and Detroit frustrated him.
Yeah. When you got those defenders, those nagging defenders that's gonna pick up 48 feet.
Long physical defenders.
Long physical, because imagine you start off the possession with PJ Tucker on you. Then you get a screen, then Jimmy hops on you, he switches. Then you get another screen, then Bam hops on you, he switches. With a team like that can switch 1 through 5, it's tough for Trae, and then it's even tougher when they're not worried about everybody around you. They're cool with everybody.
So everybody around them played better in the playoffs last year.
Yeah, because nobody really thought that they would be there. They're thinking, okay, prove to us that you can hit that step back, Trae.
He did,
and he did. So now that they're knowing that, this little guy or whatnot can really light us up, you got to throw 2 bodies at him at all times. He didn't get to the paint. But we were also hurt, man. Capella wasn't in the first game. JC was banged up. The whole team was banged up. But that's what you expect in the playoffs at this point. So, got to find a Robin. Got to get more creative. And you got to get ready for teams to guard you like that. Because it's going to happen in the playoffs from here on out. And I think he will learn. I'm glad it happened this way. Because, Skip Bayless was real hard on Trae, saying he's not a superstar. And he tried to compare him to like KD and Kyrie. So KD and Kyrie, they're in their 10 plus years in the league. Where were they at year 4? They weren't doing this.
Kyrie been in the league 10 years? He's been in the league 10 years.
Oh, he's close to it. I think Kyrie was in the 2011 draft, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I don't think he's been in the league that long.
I don't know for sure.
Kyrie was like a second or third year player when Cleveland won. Yeah, he was. That's his second or third year with Cleveland when. So this
16. Anyway, He wasn't doing that in year 4. KD wasn't doing this in year 4. Steph wasn't doing this in year 4. No, not in year 4.
Yeah, he was.
Okay, well, Steph, he wasn't doing this in year 4.
KD was just getting to that point.
Maybe. He's also 7 feet.
They had, not KD, but Steph.
No. Steph did not lead his team to the conference finals in year 3, and Steph did not lead the league in scoring and assists in year 4.
No, that's true. That's true.
Trae is on the right track. We have a superstar. Now you got to build around him. You got to put the pieces around him, because you see right now from this year's told you.
So let's touch on the KD and Kyrie. They got Batman and Batman.
They got Batman and Batman, and guess where that got them at? Swept
to the Batcave.
Holy, here we go again.
Back to the Batcave for the KD and Kyrie, man. And that series really showed you that Jason Tatum is emerging as that next guy.
Is it Jason Tatum or the whole Boston defense?
The whole Boston defense.
And I told you Boston has.
They play crazy.
I told you that.
But Tatum took on the challenge, though. He took on the challenge.
But that Boston defense and Marcus Smart, them guys,
they
tenacious.
They tenacious. They get after it. They have a team defensive just like.
They are never out of a game because of the way they play defense. Absolutely. They're not great offensive, but they defense.
All right, now JT and Brown can light it up.
Yeah, but they can be streaky. They can be streaky too.
They can be streaky, but what they're not streaky is their defense.
That's right.
Defense don't take. What's consistent is defense.
Defense is not streaky.
Yeah, because
defense is want to.
Yeah, you gotta want to play defense, and it's want and being aware and just knowing your reads, knowing your coverage you're gonna be in. A lot of film.
That's and they play defense. They play the defense. Basically suffocating defense in Boston. They do, and that defense was. And that's why I think they beat KD. They completely frustrated KD.
I've never seen them play like that.
They said, okay, KD, you're not gonna beat us.
Yeah, Kyrie.
And we don't think Kyrie can beat us by himself.
Yeah,
and that's how they played.
That's how they beat them.
And Kyrie was not.
Ramadan Kyrie. He was hungry out there, man.
Kyrie just didn't.
He didn't have it this year.
He didn't have it.
KD,
I think part of the problem was rhythm too. He didn't play enough games.
He didn't play, but whose fault is that? That's his fault.
He could have went on and
you could have just got your shot.
Yeah, but he did.
But he didn't, and I respect him standing on his word. And guess what?
I'm not mad with him.
I'm not mad at him either. Good players, you know what? And
do they pay him $245? Does he get a max deal?
I don't know if he get a. I mean, it's Kyrie Irving now. Let's not disrespect this guy, man.
Is he gonna get a max deal to come back? He said he wants to come back.
He probably get a max. I'd give Kyrie a max. It's Kyrie Irving, man. He's one of the most skilled players in NBA history.
Is it skill eroding though?
Nah. You can't do this just for one bad series. Okay. You can't hold it over his head for one bad. Just like you can't hold it over Trae's head for one bad series.
But they gonna hold it over.
But what I'm no. But
Skip Bayless is of the world with.
Yeah, screw Skip. But KD and Kyrie together, you could kind of hold that because they've been here. They've been here before. They're both finals experience, both NBA champions. So, and in the beginning of the season, what did Kyrie say? We don't need no head coach. I could be the head coach. KD could be the head coach. And look at them, they need a head coach because Steve Nash don't know what he doing. They don't know what he doing. They don't know what he doing, man.
They just got outplayed by Boston. Truly, they did.
They probably did, but
it wasn't a great matchup.
But when you have greatness on your team, that should be able to overcome some stuff, though.
The thing about that series, most of them games were decided by less than 10 points.
They were. It was good games.
So it means that
if the ball bounces,
as a matter of fact, one game was decided by Tatum scoring at the buzzer.
Yeah, you're right. Game one.
That changed the whole. That could have changed the whole outcome of the series.
It could have, but hey, that's why it's playoff basketball, man. That's why you get 4 shots. Well, you get more. Well, you got to win 4. You can't win off one game. You got to win 4.
Anybody in the East? Any other surprises in the East?
Ain't no other surprises. I figured that
Milwaukee would beat Chicago.
Yeah, you knew that
Philly was gonna beat.
Yeah, Philly. I had them beating the Raptors way sooner than that, but they played with their food, and because they played with their food, guess what? Now and then, why is Embiid in the game? 25 points.
Same thing I said too.
Now you in danger of losing in the next round. You in danger because you're going against the Heat.
At least 2 games.
At least 2 games. I think he'll come back at some point in the series, but that's coaching. That's Doc. I don't know why is the MVP in the game and you up 25?
3 minutes still left in the game.
You up 25.
still 3 minutes left.
You got 25. Ain't
I agree.
Ain't no way, boy.
It was 3 minutes left in the game. He was gonna take him out. He just didn't get him out in time.
And it cost him.
Yeah.
You gotta.
Why is he playing tenacious defense?
He wasn't playing tenacious. He just stepped up. We got Siakam came through the hole, hit him with a Euro, got a ball to the face. That's why you don't have your stars in the game when you're up 25 points and you sealed the game.
Went over, really.
The game was over.
The most part it was.
The game was over, man. And I'm glad Doc got that win because if they would have lost, Game 7, Toronto would have beat them. I don't know about that. I'm still shaky about Doc. But
so Boston and
the next round
Philly?
It's Boston and Milwaukee. But Milwaukee has no Middleton. And
for another week or so.
No, for like 3 weeks or something. Maybe 2 weeks.
Less than 2 weeks.
I think Boston wins that.
I think Boston wins that.
And then you got Miami and Philly.
But it ain't gonna be no cakewalk.
Oh no, that's going Giannis not going like that.
Giannis can dominate in the middle.
He can. Now, Giannis not going out like KD and Kyrie. At least I don't think so. Now, if Boston do that and end them at like 5 or 6, you don't want to see Boston.
Boston, I said 6 games. It's 6 games.
I got to go on 7. I think Boston wins. Okay. And then you got Miami, Philly, which is.
I was gonna take Philly.
I was gonna take Philly too, but
no Joel. Missing the first couple of games, I don't think they can.
I don't know.
I think that's it.
I don't know.
So if Philly loses in 5 games or 6, what happens? Is Doc Rivers in trouble?
Doc is on the hot seat. Period. That's why I just said that. Like the only way Doc doesn't get fired, in my opinion, is if they make it to the finals.
What? You think he get fired if they don't make it to the finals?
Maybe.
They paid Doc a boatload of money to come.
They did, but like, hey, it's what have you done for me lately in this league?
I forgot one thing before we move on.
What?
From Brooklyn.
What you mean?
Ben Simmons.
Oh my! Hey, that boy a basket case. We've been telling y'all for the whole since we turned the camera on. The boy ain't got no heart. He said he got.
He don't like basketball that much.
It ain't that. He's scared. He's scared, man.
He
boy pissed down his leg.
He like what basketball can do for it, but he don't want to put the work in.
How in the world have you? You didn't have a real serious injury, and you didn't play not all season. You said you had back discomfort. That's not an injury. Jamal Murray torn ACL. You know why he didn't play? Who else? Porter. Back injury. A real back injury. Surgery. These people went through surgery. Ben did not go under the knife one time. But we knew that already. And if I was Brooklyn, I would have never put him in the game anyway. This guy ain't played all season. Then you want to throw him in there? Throw this guy out of all people.
So next year, is he going to help?
He better. He better help. I think he will help them next year. I think we will. That's why I think Steve Nash is safe, because Steve still ain't got a chance to like put all his pieces together in one season. He hasn't. First you had just KD and Kyrie, then you added Harden, then you lost Kyrie and Harden, and it's just been too many moving pieces.
Harden gonna be enough to carry Philadelphia?
Nope. I'm here to say it. I want him to. I want him to shut everybody up and do it.
He ain't a big time player either. When the money's on the line,
he
ain't sure he a big time player either.
You know who showed they're a big time player though? That boy out there in Memphis, Ja.
Well, we already talk about the West now.
Yeah, let's get to the West. Let's get to the West real quick, man.
So the 1 seed
was Phoenix. They played with their food too, but Pelicans gave them all they can handle though.
But the Pelicans,
they're a good team.
They're a little scrappy team. They on the come.
They on the up and come, because when Big Boy come back, when Zion, if he ever want to come play basketball again, stop eating all that gumbo down there in New Orleans. If he ever come back, the Pelicans could be a scary team.
Talking about getting a max contract.
Yeah, I mean,
he ain't played.
Don't get me wrong. When he's on the court, he's it. He's him. It's him for real. You put Brandon Ingram, CJ McCollum, and Zion, that's a lethal trio.
So you expect them to be better?
I expect them to be better next year. But Big Boy got to play. He need to lay off Twinkies, lay off the gumbo, lay off what them things called, the po' boys. He got to lay off of that, and he need to get out there and play basketball. But Phoenix, I figured they'd move on. An interesting series.
And also, let's go. Let's keep going. 2 seed.
Memphis and
Memphis and Minnesota. That was a good series.
It was a great series.
Minnesota was better than I thought.
Minnesota is gonna be up. They up and coming.
That boy Anthony is something else.
AE is a beast, and
Cat
is a beast. But this is what I want Cat to do. I want Cat to stop trying to be somebody that he's not. He changed up his
magic.
Not even that. He's just trying to change up his voice in the interviews. Like, I just came here to do it. Yo, be yourself, bro. And you not Pat Beverly. All that rah talking. That's not you.
Cat got a pretty girl.
He do. So he won't worry about it. Either way, he's winning. With Jordan Woods, Cat winning, man. We know that. All right? But, like, be yourself on the floor because he could be down. He could be unstoppable. He a little soft.
Cat.
He a little soft. Just a little bit. But
so Cat and AE going to be
That's the future. That's the
future. That's a Batman and Robin.
That's a Batman and Robin. That's a Batman. And you got D-Lo in there to be your Nightwing. And I don't understand why he wasn't in the game in the clutch last night. He wasn't having a good game. But, yeah, Minnesota, they on the up. I like it. I like what they did. And that shows you the future of this league is in great hands.
Ja Morant, must-see TV.
Must-see TV. The boy will put you on a poster.
Did you see the dunk?
But did I see the dunk? Why did Malik Beasley get in there and try to even take a charge, bro? No, and if you want to be real, it was a charge.
No,
it was a charge, but the ref was probably in awe. Like, I can't call that.
No
he finished that. I can't call that. No way.
That was some dunk.
But what I will say, Ja is gonna have to find him a consistent little mid-range floater because these defenses in the playoffs, just like Trae, they play two different ways, but they not letting you just run to the basket and dunk in the playoffs, Ja. So I love Ja. Everything he.
And so he getting ready to go up against the master technician on defense.
You
know, Draymond got he is Draymond and Golden State.
They about to build that wall, and they gonna say we need to see you hit that jumper consistently.
They gonna let Looney hurt him a few. Looney gonna hard foul him. Draymond gonna hard foul
him. He got fouled a couple of hard times in the series against Minnesota. He hit the ground, and that's my thing. Like, you gonna learn. You can't just go run and dunk on it. Now he will dunk on you. He'll put you on a poster.
He is gonna posterize somebody.
He's gonna posterize somebody, but.
Maybe it might even be Draymond posterized.
I want to see that. Draymond talk too much. Y'all know how I feel about him. He's a bus rider, Charles. That's a bus rider. Bus rider. He ain't no driver. He ain't no driver, Chuck. That's a bus rider.
You are so wrong about him.
Hey, sorry.
He's the leader of that team.
He the heart. He the emotional leader. But
yes,
when it comes to physical basketball play,
yes, he is physical basketball.
Bus rider.
Physical basketball.
Bus rider.
You gonna see how physical
Steph and Clay out there. They driving.
So you like Steph and Clay to beat the
wait, okay, so
the Splash and Poole brothers.
Hey,
they gonna beat Memphis.
Jordan Poole is the real deal.
Splash and Poole brothers, they gonna beat Memphis.
I think they take care.
So they take Memphis.
I think they. So
6 games.
6. I think I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, Phoenix and
Dallas. I think Phoenix they wipe Dallas off the floor. I think that you can't never. Luka gonna give you something to go. And no, wait, let's go. That was the first round, interesting first round series. Phoenix and Dallas and Utah.
Yeah.
But like that's why I think Jonathan Mitchell out the way. You can't let games slide away from you when Luka not playing. He missed the first 2 games.
But they was split 1-1.
They did split. You gotta get both of them.
They had a chance to win the last game.
They did. And
the boy had a wide
open shot.
He can't get a better 3 shot.
You can't get a better 3
You can't
shot.
get a. The guy flew by him. He had time to set his feet. He could have did the Trae shimmy.
Trae look. Bogdanovich, the moment was too big. Pissed down his leg. Missed. And Donovan Mitchell, if you go back and look at the clip, as soon as he shot it, he did this. It's like he knew he was going to miss it. There's no confidence on that team. That team going to be Utah.
So they're going to
Nobody's scared of Utah.
Okay,
LeBron said it a long time ago.
They're going to bust that team.
They busting that up. I don't know who goes.
Gobert.
Probably Gobert. Because a report came out that they want to continue to build around Donovan Mitchell. But if Spider wants out, hey, third option in there. Third option for us to go after ATL. But, that was a good series, though. Jalen Brunson showed that he is a starting point guard in the NBA, and he will be backing up the Bricks Shucks in this offseason in free agency, and he will get paid. I hope the Lakers get him. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about the Lakers laying in there. I hope the Lakers get him.
Luka the real deal.
Luka the real deal. Luka Magic is real, but I don't
think talk that trash too.
He talked that trash in Slovenia. You don't know what he's saying to you.
It's enough. Them players on the floor know what he's saying.
Yeah, they know it.
Luka, second coming of Bird, get off me.
I like that comparison.
Get off me.
Because he's slow, but when he gets to you can't stop him. You can't stop him.
He big.
He big.
He bigger than
He'll lean on you. Yeah, he'll lean on you.
And he didn't lose some weight though.
And that's my thing. Like, his footwork is great, but some of his moves just so slow. And I just be like, how does he do this? And they're not there, and he just finishes. Luka Magic, man, that's what it is. It's Luka Magic. But so the next round in the West.
Who was the 3 seed? Oh, Golden State.
And Denver.
Joker's good.
Joker is good. He might win MVP. I hope so. I hope they give it to Joel. But Joker, you can't count out what he did. Like, you can't.
He was good the whole series.
If they have Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr.,
might have been a different series.
That's a whole different series. And the Western Conference is a completely different conference with them two back too.
So that's next year.
Next year, they'll be back. They'll be back. Joker. Yeah, he's a real.
So if you had to make a prediction now, who come out the East? I already told you I think the best team in the East.
I might go Boston. The winner of Boston, Milwaukee, in my opinion, comes out the East.
I'm taking Boston. Boston, they look like they no team has been better since January.
Yeah, you're right. Since the All-Star break.
Better.
Since the All-Star break. And
before the All-Star break. They got before.
Right. They picked it up. So, but okay, so in the East, I picking Boston over Milwaukee in 7. Miami, Philly. I don't have nothing around that right now.
In the West?
The West, you got Golden State, Memphis.
Must see TV.
That's gonna be great.
But I'm taking Golden State.
State 6. I can't like it. That boy Poole, man, he's showing you.
He a little hurt too. He was a little hurt last series. Hopefully.
It don't even matter. I don't know what they do with player development out there in Golden State, but they know how to develop players, man.
And they got a kid Kuminga. They don't even put in that much. He gonna be
he gonna be
a beast one of this game.
And then you got Dallas, Phoenix. I think Dallas is that in 6. I mean, not Dallas. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
So you got
Phoenix. Yeah, I got Phoenix.
So Western Conference, who you taking? Golden State or Phoenix?
We gonna. I'll ask Ari for that one, man, on the next episode. I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask her, man.
I think Golden State cooking with fresh fried grease.
You know how I feel about Golden State, so I can't really cheer for them.
But
I know basketball.
You don't like Golden State because you don't like Draymond.
Because he's a bus rider, and he talk like he the captain of this thing. Well, he not. He not the captain.
It's Steph team. It's Steph. But make no mistake, Draymond is the claw. He's a key.
I guess.
He is.
I guess.
You can set him in the middle and run the offense. He brings the offense. He sets the offense up.
Hey, man.
He does.
He do.
You cannot deny that. If you got a big man like him, can bring the ball up and set the offense and run the offense on top of the key.
Yeah.
And everybody else running off picks and screens. How good is that?
I mean, you're right.
But you ever see some of them back cuts that they run? They get wide open layups with Clay and Steph. Yeah. That's unreal.
It is. It's that motion offense. And the Hawks need to take some notes from it.
They ain't got the players.
Take some notes from it.
They ain't got the players to run that.
We're gonna get one. We'll get this Robin in the offseason. So now with that wrapping up, it's going to be some good stuff going on, but we're going to go to those other birds that reside in the South, man.
The ones that migrate.
The ones that they might, I don't know, are they flying south? Like,
they ain't flying south.
They flying south? Or are we on the uprise, man?
No, they ain't on the uprise.
So, if you don't know what we talking about.
They in the ashes. They not the Phoenix Rise. They in the ashes.
Oh, my goodness. Hey, look here, man. I'm just seeing. But if you don't know what we're talking about the NFL draft. It's just about wrapped up right now, and so we want to just discuss a little bit on what the Falcons did in the draft, some of the other moves that were made, and so what grade you giving the Falcons so far?
A C at best.
A C?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
And here's why.
I'm gonna say a C because we need to see what they gonna do.
I'm gonna tell you why. Like I told you,
yeah,
they messed up. Because they didn't draft a quarterback last year.
You're right.
Maybe they didn't like Justin Fields.
No, I think they did.
And they should either drafted Fields or Mac Jones.
Uh-huh.
Okay, they weren't gonna get Lawrence, and Zach Wilson was gone. I'm glad I don't like.
I don't like Zach Wilson either.
But Fields gonna be a superstar.
Yeah.
Jones has already shown he can play because he took them to the playoffs.
Yeah.
And now, this year you drafted a tight end last year.
Mm-hmm.
But you had nobody throwing the ball, even though you said Matt Ryan there. But you have nobody throwing the ball. Offensive line, everything else.
My quarterback.
Whatever. Anyway, he's gone. He's gone. It's history.
Yeah.
No more tears.
Okay. All right, we're good.
And then you draft a wide receiver this year in the first pick.
Scrap the seed.
You didn't even draft the best wide receiver.
We don't know that yet.
Wilson from Ohio State was a better wide receiver.
I agree.
Can stretch the field, can play in the slot, got everything you want. Big receiver.
Yeah.
And you draft a 6'5" guy who runs like a 4'5", 4'6", 40 who didn't run.
You don't know. You know if that's for sure.
Well, we don't know. And I heard about his numbers and heard he put up some good numbers.
Yeah.
But that's at USC.
We gotta see, but
That's in the Pac-10.
Yeah.
They ain't playing no defensive backs like down south and in the ACC.
You're right.
There's no top defensive back to come out the Pac-10.
No. Washington had a couple come out.
Yeah, but
They had a couple go in the first round and the second.
second round, I think, one.
Probably. I don't know.
But
Whatever.
come on, man.
Look, man.
I'm gonna give him a chance.
That's
I'm gonna try.
all.
But
That's all I have to do. That's all I can do.
he more Kevin Benjamin.
Than anybody else.
Yep.
I
And I'm gonna tell you now, I think it's gonna be at least 3 receivers that come out of this draft. That's gonna be better than him. We can name. I've named Wilson was 1. Olave is 2. Olave went to New Orleans. They're gonna throw it around a little bit.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna be the second receiver.
Easily.
Not the first. Wilson. I mean, what's the
Slant boy.
well, he's another Ohio State kid.
Yeah.
He gonna be the 1, and then Jahan Dotson can do a little bit of everything.
You like Jahan Dotson over Jameson Williams?
Oh, and I forgot Jamison Williams.
Yeah.
And Meechie's out there.
Yeah.
And Pickens. Those are all receivers that. And Williamson, had he not been hurt,
Oh yeah. He would
definitely been ahead of him.
But he's coming off an injury.
Oh my gosh. They talking about he gonna be ready to go.
I heard.
He gonna be ready to go.
I heard he's gonna be ready to go.
A 4-3. Legit.
Oh, that is legit, man. What I mean.
If he'd have been healthy, I don't know if Georgia beat Alabama. I'm just saying. But
Yeah, you're right. I told we discussed that
he was
already.
killing that. He was killing Georgia
killing him.
by himself without Meechie on the other side.
You know lying.
Round 2. You draft the defensive end.
First one, Arnold. I don't know how to pronounce his last
From
name.
Penn State.
Penn State. He looked like
From Cameroon.
Yeah, he looked like he was a nice piece of work.
I don't know. I think it was some better players out there. He
I
still
do
had some
as well.
players from Georgia.
Yeah, and 7 of them, 6 of them went in the first round?
5 in the first round.
5 in the first round.
Congratulations to you, Jeff, for having 5 players first.
5
defensive players from the first round,
First
including
NFL
Trayvon Walker.
Yeah. That was a shocker, too.
First overall pick. Not really.
Not
really.
I don't know.
But back to
The Birds.
the Birds.
Yeah.
You drafted defensive end. I think some players from Georgia could have been there. Channing Tindall, even though he went a little bit later. And I thought Nakobe. I just think you could have did better. And there's some other defensive players that I thought that were a little bit. You could have went better there.
Yeah.
And then in the 3rd round, you drafted a quarterback. But not the quarterback that I wanted.
Malik, man.
You didn't take Malik.
Something's wrong. Something's wrong there.
I don't know.
And he don't slide that far if something ain't right. Something's wrong, man. I told you what it was. It's like who doesn't have a bad pro day? Who doesn't?
He had a great pro day.
I know, but who doesn't? What quarterback doesn't have a good pro day? You're out there throwing in shorts and nothing to a wide open receiver.
The question I think is they questioning some level of competition.
That's what I said. He played at
Liberty. Maybe. But
you don't know how he's gonna play against big time players.
But if he'd have been Alabama with them receivers they had, he'd have been the 1st round pick.
That's true. You
or Ohio State with Ohio State, he'd have been the 1st round pick. Got no talent around.
You never know. And
anyway, I think
he
ended up being a blessing in disguise for him because I actually thought Pittsburgh was gonna get him, but they took Kenny Pickett.
That's what I knew.
Which I'm not overwhelmed with, and I don't think that was the best choice for them. But
that's their problem. Yeah, but we knew that this draft wasn't that strong at the quarterback position. All the analysts have been saying, all of them have been saying that, which is why I was like, I would have took Malik in the 3rd round. I don't know about Desmond Ridder, but a lot of people were saying he was the most pro-ready quarterback as well. But
we'll see.
You will see, and the only pick
I think he's gonna be quarterback by the end of the year. Cause
I
don't think Mariota gonna last for the whole year.
And that's fine. I want him to play this year, so that way the organization knows it's time to sacrifice for Bryce Young. That is, we gonna draft another quarterback this year.
I don't think so.
Look, man, I don't.
I'd be surprised. I'd be stunned.
We'll see. I can't give the Falcons a draft class grade until we see.
It didn't make sense to draft a quarterback in the third round. We're gonna turn around and draft another one in the first round.
Man, it didn't make sense when Arizona drafted Rosen 10 overall.
They changed coaches too.
I mean, but yeah,
Falcons they are gonna change in 2 years.
They might,
because GM and manager gonna be out after
they might
by the end of next year.
Look,
they probably have next year, and then the following year. If it don't get better, they out. I give them 2 years.
We'll see, man.
That means these picks got to pan out.
They got to pan out.
I didn't like the other third round pick, the linebacker from Montana State.
Yeah. People say he could play though. Again, but that
Montana State.
That's what I'm about to say. That's
nobody
a small
knows
town
nothing
school.
about him.
That's a small school too, but I don't know. I thought we were going to Kobe Dean there for sure.
And then you drafted another linebacker in the third round from Western Kentucky. Malone.
Oh yeah, D'Angelo Malone. He's from Georgia. I don't know nothing about him either. But I mean, you gotta trust that.
You know who got drafted after Malone?
Who?
Kobe Dean.
Did he really?
He sure did.
They said Kobe might be hurt, pectoral, MCL. You know,
I saw him making plays.
Oh yeah, I saw him. I wanted him. I thought that's where we didn't get down one Georgia player.
Yes, we did.
Ooh.
We drafted a lineman from Georgia in the 5th or 6th round, and a tight end. People that nobody knows.
Hey man,
what's the Falcon problem with drafting top line Georgia players?
I don't know. Maybe look. The Falcons went best player available from their research, man. So I'm embracing being sorry.
You're embracing the suck, as Dan Quinn would say.
I'm embracing the suck, and it's nothing I can do about it.
Well, some other teams did have a good draft.
Yeah, some other teams.
I thought the Jets had a good draft.
Jets had a really good draft.
They
had a very good draft. Then you say something about
it.
They
look real good. They got Sauce Gardner.
Then they went and got Garrett Wilson. And then they went and got Jermaine Johnson late in the first round.
Garrett Wilson, did they?
Yes, they did.
The Jets got Garrett Wilson?
That's where he went, yes. They went and got their corner of the future and their receiver.
That's right. They were talking about how they were going to go up in practice.
Exactly. It was going to make them better. And then they went and got...
Then they got a lineman from Georgia?
No, they got Jermaine Johnson from Florida State.
Oh!
The guy that slid all the way down to them again.
He's from Georgia.
He from Georgia?
He went to Georgia.
No, he went to Florida State.
He started out at Georgia.
Oh, he did?
Florida State.
Oh, okay. Hey, I didn't know that. I mean, but
the Giants had a good draft.
They did. They went Thibodeau and then they linemen. A lot of people had good drafts. The Eagles had a pretty solid. They traded AJ Brown.
They ended with AJ Brown. No more excuses for Jalen. Jalen got a ball.
Now. He got Devontae Smith and he got AJ Brown. He got weapons. And then Hollywood Brown. He got traded to the Cardinals. That hurt Lamar.
Yeah.
He was on Twitter like, no, my boy, heartbreak.
Hollywood Brown.
He should fit good there though.
Yeah.
You got D-Hop still there. AJ Green re-signed, and you throw him in the slot, or he should fit good. Other teams had good drafts, man. I'm not gonna just say the Falcons didn't just. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know, and I'm tired of searching for answers. So I don't know, and that's gonna be my answer until I see the product on the field. Drake London, I will tell you, the kid can play. I know that he can play. He only played in 8 games this year, had 88 catches for 1,100 yards. That's unheard of. He fired like 5 touchdowns.
Okay, we'll see.
You know, and then so maybe
I ain't sold.
If you hit with him,
I ain't sold, but we'll see.
I mean, we just gotta see. We won't know until the product is put on the field. You know, I was questionable. Well, when we picked AJ Terrell, I felt like it was a reach at that time, but now look at what AJ's turned into.
Yeah.
So
we'll see.
We don't know. We don't know what the.
I really don't. I don't think it was a great draft, but we'll see. I've been reading some of the stuff online, and
look, man,
they like some of the players that they picked.
Yeah,
they like
a lot of people.
They like the pinch they picked. They like the defensive end from Western Kentucky. They said a kid from Montana can play.
That's what I heard, man. So,
play jack all trades.
We just have to see.
Maybe the scheme might work.
We'll see what we put out on the field this year, man. But
who had a bad draft?
I don't know who had a bad draft. Patriots, maybe they picked a guy.
It wasn't a bad draft, but it was certainly some questionable picks. New England picked a guy from Chattanooga.
Chattanooga in the first round. McVay was laughing at that pick, but I mean, again, man, you don't know how
won a Super Bowl without a whole lot of draft picks.
Tom Brady was a 6th round draft pick, man. You know, so the draft doesn't always tell the story.
That's true.
You know, everybody can overcome stuff. People can improve. So we just gotta wait and see. We'll see what the Falcons look like this year. I'm banking on 1-16. 1-16. Bryce Young, walk on up in here, man. Desmond Ridder, give that number 9 to him.
We'll be 1-16 meaning that Jack, the Falcon coach, and the GM, they on the hot seat.
It's cool. It's cool. I'm embracing the tank, man. I'm embracing it. It is what it is. The Falcons, I still love them, but right now the Hawks got my heart because we actually good. We competitive. So, but you know, we moving towards the end of the show, about to wrap up, conclude. You know, we pretty much covered up everything that's been recent lately. NBA playoffs, we're going to look forward to the next round. Milwaukee versus Boston, Philly versus Miami, Golden State versus Memphis, and Phoenix versus Dallas. And then, you know, we'll be back to report on those. And then the guru, we'll bring her in for the nitty-gritty picks. You know, that's when, you know, it'll be conference finals and
maybe championship.
You know, she'll tell us who's going to the finals, and maybe she'll tell us who's winning. Because, you know, Braves, she told us, she told us who was going to win the World Series. She told us who's going to win the national championship for,
Did she pick Kansas?
Kansas! You heard her. Loud and clear.
She picked the Rams too, didn't she?
She picked the Rams too. So she picked, 3 champions. So we'll bring her in when it's time for that. But again, thank you guys for tuning in. This is episode 11, man.
Uno.
Stay tuned. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Show. I'm on South Beach with the blow. Got the top back round real low. With nowhere to go. Living life fast, never slow. Spend a hella cash at the store. Got a bag full of dro. And you know I keep it bad ho. Fine like Art Van Gogh. Stacking up dough. Remember when I used to be po. And now a nigga living like a pro. Nigga, let's go. About to smoke a pound with the bro. Listen to the sound of the flow. I'm around like a O. Still got time, I'ma grow. And I'ma still shine like a glow. Hold up, whoa. Damn, it's 4:15. So lit that I ain't even know. She hit for show. And I'ma go get some more. And then I'ma hit the yo. Hey, welcome to the show.